Laura, Andrew Joseph, Edmund, Gardy the electrician, Ricky Lee, Anian Albert, Butcho, and Nichols and Pamela. So morning to all of you, and also Eddie. Morning to Dr. Alcon Hamlet. Morning to you over there in Bonn. Joe Christmas and his family, Debbie Hamlet, Dr. Joseph Barnes, Bab and daughters, and Ronald and Edith. So morning to all our listeners this morning. Good. This week we're going to focus on cancer prevention. We want to be part of that. So we're going to look at tips that can help to reduce the risk. So this is information that we're giving you. We give it to you already, but reminders are very, very good. So cancer prevention. Concerned about cancer prevention? Take charge by making changes such as eating healthy foods, getting regular screenings. How do people lower the chances of getting cancer? There's plenty of advice, but at times, advice from one study seems to go against advice from another. And researchers keep looking into new ways to prevent cancers, and that's ongoing. But experts know that certain lifestyle choices can affect the chances of getting cancer. So these are some lifestyle tips to help prevent certain things you need to adjust. So we're going to look at them, a few of them. So let Daniel tell us the first one.
Don't use tobacco. Smoking has been linked to many types of cancer. This includes cancer of the lung, mouth, throat, voice box, pancreas, bladder, cervix, and kidney. Even being around secondhand smoke may raise the risk of lung cancer. But it's not only smoking that's harmful. Chewing tobacco has been linked to cancer to the mouth and throat and pancreas. A great way to help prevent cancer is to not use tobacco. If you want to quit tobacco, ask a healthcare professional about products that can help you stop smoking and other ways of quitting.
Good, very good. So good, helpful information. What about number two, Colin?
Eat healthy foods. Eating healthy foods isn't a sure way to prevent cancer, but it might lower the risk. Try to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Focus on fruits, vegetables, and other foods from plant sources, such as whole grains and beans. Limit foods high in calories, fats, and added sugars. Limit red meat, processed meat, refined grains, and saturated and trans fats. Drink alcohol only in moderation, if at all. Alcohol raises the risk of various types of cancers, including cancers of the breast, colon, lung, kidney, and liver. The risk goes up the more you drink. People who eat a Mediterranean diet have a lower risk of breast cancer. This diet focuses most on plant based foods such as fruits and vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and nuts. People who follow this diet choose healthy fats such as olive oil rather than butter, and they eat fish instead of red meat.
Good. So notice there a key phrase there is diet that, and it says there fruits and vegetables, and it says there limit foods high in calories, fats, and added sugars. And that's a good recommendation. Limit. It not only reduces one chances of getting cancer, but other chronic conditions like diabetes and hypertension, and all of these, and CV, cardiovascular things. So processed meats and refined foods, all of those, you need to limit that. Good. Dahlia?
Number 3. Stay at a healthy weight and be physically active. Being at a healthy weight might lower the risk of some types of cancer. These include cancer of the breast, pancreas, liver, colon, and kidney. Physical activity counts too. Besides helping control weight, physical activity on its own may lower the risk of breast cancer and colon cancer. Doing any amount of physical activity is good for your health, but for the most benefit, get at least 150 minutes a week of moderate aerobic activity or 75 minutes a week of hard aerobic activity. More is better. You can combine moderate and hard activities.
Good. So physical activity. Oh, that's so critical. Be active. Don't just eat and sit. No, be active. Do whatever you can, but you must be active. You must be active, and that reduces your risk of a lot of conditions. Well, of course, we're looking at cancer, but like heart disease and diabetes and hypertension, physical activity is very, very good. You cannot do too much. There's no way. More you do is always the better. Physical activity. Good. So let's hear.
Number 4, protect yourself from the sun. Skin cancer is one of the most common kinds of cancer and one of the easiest to prevent. Try these tips. Limit time spent in the sun. This is especially true between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. when the sun rays are the strongest. Stay in the shade. When outdoors, be in the shade as much as you can. Sunglasses and a broad brimmed hat help too. Cover your skin. Wear clothing that covers as much skin as possible. Wear a head cover and sunglasses. Use plenty of sunscreen. Use a broad spectrum sunscreen with a SPF of at least 30, even on cloudy days. Put on a lot of sunscreen. Put it on again every 2 hours. Use it more often if you're swimming or sweating. Don't use tannins, beds, or sun lamps. This can do as much as harm as sunlight.
Right, so not too much sunlight. And skin SPF means skin protection factor. So higher the number is always better. Help to protect the sun's rays from the skin. Good. Dahlia?
Number 5, get vaccinated. Protecting against certain viral infections can help protect against cancer. Talk to a healthcare professional about getting vaccines to prevent the following: hepatitis B. Hepatitis B can raise the risk of getting liver cancer. People at high risk are those who have sex with more than one partner. People who have one sexual partner who has sex with others, and people with sexually transmitted infections. Others at high risk are people who inject illegal drugs, men who have sex with men, and healthcare or public safety workers who have contact with injected blood or body fluids. Human papilloma virus (HPV). HPV is a sexually transmitted virus that can cause cervical cancer and other genital cancers. It also can lead to squamous cell cancers of the head and neck. The vaccine can protect children as young as 9 and young adults who were not vaccinated during childhood.
Good. So again, vaccination, key hepatitis B, cancer of the liver, and also HPV. Good. So Colin?
Stay away from risky behaviors. Some behaviors carry a high risk of infections that can raise the risk of getting cancer. To help prevent cancer, practice safe sex. Limit how many sexual partners you have. Use a condom. The more sexual partners you have, the greater the chances of getting a sexually transmitted infection such as HIV or HPV. People who have HIV or AIDS have a higher risk of cancer of the anus, liver, and lung. HPV is most often linked to cervical cancer, but it also might raise the risk of cancer of the anus, penis, throat, vulva, and vagina. Do not share needles. Using drugs with shared needles can lead to HIV, and it can lead to hepatitis B and hepatitis C, which can raise the risk of liver cancer. If you need help with drug misuse or addiction, talk with a professional who specializes in those areas.
Good. Very good. The other one, Dahlia?
Number 7, get regular medical care. Do regular self exams. Get screenings for cancer such as cancer of the skin, colon, cervix, and breast. These efforts raise the chances of finding cancer early. That's when treatment is most likely to work. Ask a healthcare professional about the best cancer screenings for you.
Yes, very good. Good. So we can take a quick break and we'll come back and talk about. Now we talk about prevention. Now we're going to talk a bit about screening that needs to be done.
But in the calypso, fraternity, women are doing excellently. Hard and steady for the monarchy, while I wanna be using guys so that they short it.
Fresh Market Pharmacy has extended to customers with its new additional location at Best price. Two convenient locations on the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard and at Best Price Riverbank. Fresh Market Pharmacy provides over-the-counter medication, health and personal care, prescription drugs, and natural supplements. Our experienced pharmacists and technicians provide the best quality services. Call 225-6883, 255-6875, WhatsApp 316-0310. Your prescription bill just got lowered.
And carry, and carry, and carry, and carry. Carry, we offer the finest selection of products that cater to your every need, from groceries to household essentials. Our shelves are stocked with quality items that are sure to impress. And guess what? We're not just great for wholesale, we're also your go-to place for all your food service needs. Located right opposite the Immigration Department on King George V Street in Roseville, we take pride in providing you with an unforgettable shopping experience. Our friendly staff is here to assist you in each and every step of the way. Ready to place an order or have a question? Call us at 316-0184 or 255-6823. And carry, cash and carry, and carry, cash and carry.
That's a good one. Go back to you, Mr. Thomas.
Okay, very good. So this morning we're focusing on cancer prevention. We looked at tips that we need to do. So these are practical things that we can take charge of and to prevent. These are tips. In other words, we have to care for ourselves. In order to care for ourselves, there's certain things we need to do. Now we're going to look at the screening part of it. Now, why it's important to screen, the benefits of screening. So let Dahlia tell us.
Cancer screenings check for signs of cancer before symptoms start. They help providers find cancer early, when it's easiest to treat. Common screening checks for breast, cervical, and colon cancer. Screenings may involve imaging procedures and blood tests. Studies show that cancer screenings save lives and help people with cancer live longer.
Good. So screening is so important. It saves lives and allow persons to live longer once it's diagnosed early. So let Connie tell us what really is the screening process.
What is cancer screening? Cancer screenings are tests that check for signs of cancer before you have symptoms. Screening help healthcare providers find some cancers at an early stage when they're easier to treat and possibly cure. Sometimes, screening detects precancerous changes in your body before cancer starts. When this happens, screening leads to cancer prevention. If you're like most people, you'll start getting regular cancer screenings in your 40s. You may need them sooner if you're considered high risk for cancer. Your provider can explain what screening you need and when you need them.
Good, very good. So when are those screenings performed?
Your healthcare provider will perform cancer screenings based on your age and cancer risk. In the US, a panel of experts called the US Preventative Services Task Force set cancer screening guidelines. They study how effectively screening tests prevent diseases and their worst outcome, death, in a population. They only recommend tests after gathering evidence that you're effective and safe. Also, they only recommend cancer screenings when research shows that the benefit clearly outweighs the risk. Benefits of cancer screenings include catching cancer early. Early detection is the best way to prevent cancer and cure it and help people live longer. Risk of cancer screening includes inaccurate test results or overdiagnosis. While rare, inaccurate test results can delay care. Overdiagnosis can lead to unnecessary care that doesn't improve your outlook. Cancer screening guidelines vary based on whether you have factors that increase your cancer risk. For example, risk factors include having a family history of cancer or a genetic mutation known to cause cancer. Your healthcare provider will consider your risk factors to determine what cancer screenings you need.
Good, very good. So, what cancer screenings tests are recommended then, Colleen?
For people of average risk, the U.S. Preventive Services Task Force recommends cancer screenings for breast cancer, cervical cancer, and colon cancer. Studies show that the benefits of screening for these cancers clearly outweigh potential risks. They save lives.
Good. So, let's look at breast cancer screenings.
Breast cancer screenings for people of average risk should start at 40. Current guidelines recommend having a mammogram every 2 years. Research shows that regular mammograms can find breast cancer early when it's easier to treat. They lower the rate of breast cancer related deaths. You may need more frequent screenings or additional tests, like a breast MRI, if your breast cancer risk is considered higher than average. Your healthcare provider may do a breast cancer risk assessment to determine your risk.
Yes, very good. So, Dahlia, what about cervical screenings?
Cervical cancer screenings should start at age 21. In addition to finding cancer early, cervical cancer screenings can detect precancerous cells, cervical dysplasia, that can progress to cancer. They can reveal signs of HPV infection that may lead to cancer. Tests used to screen for cervical cancer include pap smear, detects cancer or precancerous cells. HPV test detects high risk strains of HPV that causes cervical cancer. Cervical cancer screening guidelines are ages 21 to 29, a pap smear every 3 years, ages 30 to 65, a pap smear and human papillomavirus test every 5 years, or a pap smear every 3 years, or HPV test every 5 years.
Good. So, that's. And what about colon cancer?
People of average colon cancer risk should, should start screenings at age 45. Colon cancer is the third leading cause of death in the US. But screenings can detect colon cancer when it's still curable. Screening tests can find non cancerous polyps with the potential to become cancerous so that providers can remove them. In this way, screenings prevent colon cancer. Colon cancer screenings usually involve getting a colonoscopy every 10 years. Other screening methods are fecal occult blood tests every 1 to 3 years, virtual colonoscopy every 5 years, flexible sigmoidoscopy every 5 years, flexible sigmoidoscopy every 10 years, plus annual FIT, a type of fecal occult blood test.
Good. So, there are other common screenings. What are they that Colleen tell us?
There are other cancer screening tests available that you may want to discuss with your provider. In certain cases, a test may benefit some people but not everyone, or there may not be enough evidence yet that the benefits of those tests outweigh potential risk. Other cancer screening tests include lung cancer screening. An imaging procedure checks for signs of lung cancer. Your provider may recommend it if you're between 50 and 80 of age and have a smoking history. Oral cancer screening. A provider looks for signs of cancer in your mouth, although there are no official screening recommendations. Your dentist may do this as part of your routine checkup. Prostate cancer screenings. A PSA blood test finds signs of prostate cancer. Your healthcare provider may recommend getting it if you're between ages of 55 and 69. Skin cancer screenings. A dermatologist checks your skin for signs of cancer. Evidence is lacking when it comes to providing that screenings reduce skin cancer related deaths. Still, many people get annual full body skin cancer screenings.
Good. So, how do the screenings work, really and truly?
Before your screening, a healthcare provider will tell you what to expect during the test. This includes instructions about how you should prepare. They'll explain what the results will and won't be able to reveal about your health. Cancer screening involves different types of tests, including physical examination. A healthcare provider may check your body for any changes like unusual lumps. They'll ask questions about your health habits and your family's health history. Imaging tests. These tests obtain images of areas inside your body. Mammograms and colonoscopies are examples of imaging tests that screen for cancer. Lab tests. These tests may include blood tests for cancer and tests to obtain tissue. Pap smears are an example of a screening test providers use to collect tissue so medical pathologists can check for signs of cancer. Genetic tests. The tests check your DNA to see if you have a change, also known as a mutation, that increases your cancer risk.
Yes, very good. So looking at results and follow up to those tests, cancer screening tests look for changes in one's body that could be a sign of cancer. The result isn't a cancer diagnosis or a sign that you are cancer free. Sometimes cancer screening tests show unusual results. In that case, your healthcare provider may recommend more tests. Just like initial screening test, simply having an additional test doesn't mean you have cancer. So this is just screening to check on you to make sure. I think just as how we check on whatever things that we may have is good to check on ourselves just to make sure. When should I know the results of the test? Some test results are available within a few days. Other times it may be a week or so before. It depends on the text. It depends on the test that's done. So you can ask your provider about when you will receive the test. So the other question is, what happens if the screening test shows signs of cancer?
It's important to remember that a screening test isn't diagnostic. If your results show signs of cancer, your healthcare provider may do more tests to get more details about what's happening. Likewise, a screening test that doesn't find signs of cancer isn't a clean bill of health. Cancer starts small and may grow very slowly. Ask your healthcare provider when you will need another screening test.
Good. So the other question is now, what question should I ask my healthcare provider?
Contact your healthcare provider if you're unsure about what screenings you need. This is especially the case if you're high risk or you've had previous procedures that may impact your cancer prevention plan. For example, if you've had a surgery to remove or a reproductive organ, you may need cancer screening that align with your sex record at birth. If you've had surgery to remove your uterus, you may or may not have a cervix that requires cervical cancer screenings. It depends on the specific procedures. Questions you may want to ask includes: what cancer screening tests do you recommend for me? Why do you recommend those tests? Do I need this test right away? Can you do those tests or should I see a specialist? Are there screening tests that I can do at home? And how often should I get that screening test?
Good. So, in conclusion, cancer screenings can reveal early warning signs of cancer. Always remember that. While finding and treating cancer early increases the odds of curing it, the process can make you feel anxious. Don't hesitate to ask your healthcare provider to explain what cancer screening tests may be helpful. They'll be happy to tell you what the tests look like, how they do specific tests, and how they share your results with you. Knowing what you are in for can ease your mind when it comes to making it through your first cancer screening experience. So these are helpful tips. We talked about tips to prevent. How we prevent is to take care for ourselves, healthy eating, activity, and avoid certain habits that we're used to. But and then we need to screen. Early screening will tell how healthy we are, what needs to be done, and corrective measures can be implemented right away. So these are tips that we provide for you for this week from Fresh Market and Best Price. We want to be part of it. This is a service that we give that we want to make sure that our clients, our patients, and our friends, all of you remain healthy healthy. So those are the tips for this week, and we'll look forward to be with you next time. So we want to wish everyone a pleasant weekend.
All right. Have a safe carnival, everybody. Thank you very much, Mr. Thomas. You don't participate, no?
No, that's not for me.
You're not.
I'll go fishing.
So it's for our friends.
I'll go fishing. I'll go fishing instead.
Take care now. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Thank you. Thank you.
On Q95, the big station.
And carry, cash and carry, and carry, cash and carry. At Cash and Carry, we offer the finest selection of products that cater to your every need. From groceries to household essentials, our shelves are stocked with quality items that are sure to impress. And guess what? We're not just great for wholesale. We're also your go-to place for all your food service needs. Located right opposite the Immigration Department on King George V Street in Roseville, we take pride in providing you with an unforgettable shopping experience. Our friendly staff is here to assist you in each and every step of the way. Ready to place an order or have a question? Call us at 316-0184 or 255-6823. And carry, cash and carry, and carry, cash and carry. We can't wait
with
to
an
see you.
interest-free payday loan from Quartz Ready Cash. Put some extra cash in your pockets with a Quartz Ready Cash loan. Expenses adding up? Cover the cost with an interest-free payday loan from Quartz Ready Cash up to $1,000. No security required. 24-hour approval. All you need is your ID, payslip, 2 references, 1 recent job letter, and proof of address. Visit us today at any of our Quartz or Ready Cash locations. Don't delay. Put some extra cash in your pockets with a Quartz Ready Cash loan. Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
Winning numbers for Dominica National Lottery evening draw of Thursday, the 12th of February, 2026. Tic-tac-toe winning numbers are 2, 4, 6, 7, 11, 19, and 20. Big 4 Multi-X evening draw winning numbers are 0, 9, 6, and 7. The Multi-X ball selected is FP. Total payout is $200. Picked with Multi-X evening draw winning numbers are 4 and 3. The Multi-X ball selected is 2X. One-off evening draw winning numbers are 6, 0, and 2. Day 3 Multi-X evening draw winning numbers are 0, 3, and 8. The Multi-X ball selected is 2X. There were 33 winners. The next evening draw is on Friday, the 13th of January, 2026. Remember, at Dominica National Lottery,
Love is in the air and on the plate at Blast Bistro. This Valentine's Day, bring your boo to our Two Hearts dinner. Grilled chicken, fish, or shrimp. Tasty sides and wine to set the mood. Flying solo, no worries. Our single love plate is still a whole vibe. Sip Cupid's kiss or passion and rum. Enjoy sweet bar deals and let love do the rest. Good food, great vibes, zero awkwardness. Blast Bistro, where Valentine's tastes better. Mwah.
Flow makes your next phone upgrade easy. Add postpaid to your internet plan and score a Samsung Galaxy for as low as $33 a month. It's the smartest way to an interest-free premium phone upgrade. Don't let anything stand between you and that new phone feeling. Step into your upgrade with confidence. Visit us in store and sign up today. We keep your rhythm flowing. Terms and conditions apply.
Anytime, whatever you're doing, stop. You confirm to exercise your right, your vote, your party, your responsibility. This fresh confirmation process gives you the power and authority to choose your candidate. Don't miss this opportunity. Don't let it pass you by. Go exercise your right. The professor unbouge your vote. Racontez-vous toujours devant. Your vote is important. Make it count. You make first communion. Now is your time to confirm. To vote. Look, Patricia, Terry, Shirley, T-Boy, Lucia, Kami already confirmed. Hurry, join the confirmation process. Make sure your name is big and bold on the electors list. Go and register in your names that you can go. Make sure you walk with your witness. Your polling station is already registered. Do it early, do it fast, do it now. Call the confirmation hotline at 617-9595 or 275-8164. Do it because that makes you 100% Dominican.
What about drinks at affordable prices? Check GBA. The one-stop shop for all your parties. Check GBA. We got rum and bottle and drinks medicated. At GBA. We go make you live with a smile on the face. At GBA. What if I GBA? Located at 106B Independence Street Road. So come back in the ambience of exotic rums and wines from all over the world. We have a wide range of bounty rum, Glen Fraser, Diplomatico, and so much more. Feel like drinking something fancy? No problem. We got a wide range of wines and the pop cocktails just for you. So come visit us today at 106B Independence Street Road, where you will come sad and you will live happy. Let us be your agent for succeeding. GBA, let's take it one step at a time, because we are the drinking ambassadors of Dominica. At affordable prices, check GBA. The one-stop shop for all your parties, check GBA. Come shop at GBA.
If you know quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course, Sunblast juices, Thomas Snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.
16 is coming up. Sweet 16 is coming.
Dad, I turned 16 last year. Why are you still talking about my sweet 16?
For me, Dad, I still have 4 more years till I turn 16.
Hold on, girls. I'm not referring to your birthdays, okay? I'm just excited that PH Williams and Company's Super Sweet 16 sale is back after 6 long years. You see, construction costs high. And thanks to that deal, I get to save a lot of money that I can put towards your education. At birthday parties, you've asked for it. Now you got it. From February 9 to March 6, enjoy 16% discount on any quantity of sand, aggregate, and concrete blocks. Not quite ready for delivery? No problem. You've got up to November 30. Just pay for your items within the promotional period, February 9 to March 6. Visit PH Williams and Company Limited at Rockaway Canefield. Telephone 449-1112, 449-1251, 275-0633.
Flow makes your next phone upgrade easy. Add postpaid to your internet plan and score a Samsung Galaxy for as low as $33 a month. It's the smartest way to an interest-free premium phone upgrade. Don't let anything stand between you and that new phone feeling. Step into your upgrade with confidence. Visit us in store and sign up today. We keep your rhythm flowing. Terms and conditions apply.
Ça qui a fait là, dans un look stones by PH Williams. Avant COVID-19, now people saving loads of money. It's written in pocket, it's written in wallet, it's written in budget. From now until the final day, March 6, you pay for all of your stolen building blocks. Then you come back and pick it up when you're ready. You have 9 months to pick it up. So wait, leave it there. We'll take care of it for you. That's the most and you can back to your veranda. You can prepare your garage. You can prepare the extension. You know, feel it like long. Increase the bedroom because his foot coming out outside the bed. And his socks have a hole. Go to PH Williams and save a big time.
Tout le monde. Fini pour ce côté. PH Williams, ça c'est qu'une ville à côté Rockaway.
Come double up, maximize pay for it. Leave it then come back in 9 months. That you are back in 9 months for the baby to born. Patricia Antibody, they're sleeping sweet tonight on that sweet 16 deal. Only at PH Williams. Leaders in every construction project.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica, and yet we deliver. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top tier service, trusted products. At 255-6810 or 316-0164, or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor for biggest brand.
Value you'll love. Find it only at Quartz. We've got the best range in appliances, electronics, furniture, and so much more with the best quality and the best prices. Get a free gift with purchase on select items. Save 20% on select bases when you purchase the matching mattress. Take advantage of great deals and huge savings. Treat yourself. Keep your cash with Quartz Ready Finance. Unbeatable value. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Conditions apply. Offer ends February 28, 2026.
Tune in on Q95.
The first runner-up, Shereen Mills.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the crowning moment of tonight's pageant.
That's right.
The judges have decided.
Miss Dominica 2026 is
Janisha.
Janisha is sponsored by Kingdom Bank Corporation.
Tune in every morning for The Hot Seat on Q95. The latest happening events, breaking stories, and behind-the-scenes in-depth investigative reports. Stay locked for more fair and balanced talk on The Hot Seat on Q95. The big station. Tune in every morning for The Hot Seat on Q95. The latest happening events, breaking stories, and behind-the-scenes in-depth investigative reports. Stay locked for more fair and balanced talk on The Hot Seat on Q95. The big station.
So Guabe is celebrating today. Miss Dominica 2026. Was alive to capture that moment. At 9:19, Dominica, we don't have too much time, so we're going to open up the lines until we get to our next stop. So, Miss Yuzeb, again, congratulations to all the other contestants You all are winners. Tomorrow is the big show. Calypso Finals. Will it be a man? Will it be a woman? Your guess is as good as mine.
Where you? You were supposed to pick me up an hour ago.
Remember I told you I had to open that bank account?
Yeah, but I thought you were going to open a Republic account online. You actually went into the bank?
Wait, you mean I couldn't open an account online?
Yes. At Republic Bank, it's called Republic On Board. And you could have used your phone, your tablet, or your computer. And you would have opened one online in no time.
You should have told me that this morning. It would have saved me hours.
New and existing customers. At Republic Bank, you can open an account online without visiting the bank. Save yourself time and hassle. Choose Republic On Board today. Check republicbankec.com for more info.
So it's your fault I'm late.
Republic Bank. We're the one.
Just in case you missed it yesterday, the police were at Day Watch yesterday. Sometime about a little after 1. At Q95. Brought you that story. I think a lot of you may have missed it. We spoke to Mr. Jerry Brisbane, who told us just what took place yesterday. Mr. Brisbane, yes.
Live up at Day Wash. And you know what, it's quite interesting. we are here in peace, simply putting up our signs again that have been destroyed. We don't know why they were destroyed. And in the process of doing that, we had about 5 to 6 police officers approach us at the area and to confront us, to take our names, everything else. They said what we're doing is illegal. We're defacing public property. I don't know. We're simply putting up the signs on the poles. I don't see how that's defacing the property. And we've been told that if we don't take them down, we'll be arrested. I have told them that we won't take it down. So I guess they will decide what they want to do. They've advised us to put no more signs up, but we'll continue what we're doing. I tried to interact with the officers to ask them if they had taken the same approach to the mining that's taking place at Day Wash, because that's very illegal. There's no permission. There's nothing which whoever is doing that, they have gotten approval or anything for. And so it's rather interesting that all we're doing is putting up some simple signs. And we are being
and they are basically saying you guys are defacing the public property.
That's what they're saying. They're saying they're defacing public property, which is crime,
So would they do the same that when the parties, or maybe all parties, are defacing the property, the same post that you guys are actually putting the signs on, would they arrest these individuals who continue to deface public property?
I don't know that for them, Matt. You can ask them that question. You know, there are many places and areas in Dominica. I have seen people put up signs, do other things, you know, on buildings or along the road and everything else, which again is illegal unless if you are planning permission, you know. So it means that they need to arrest everybody who's put up signs, even businesses, everything else. And, you know, I'm not working against the business, I'm just saying. There are many individuals and so on, and Dominicans and citizens who have put up signs, and done other things to public property that have not been arrested. But in this case, they seem very determined to arrest us. They have since left. I think they said they were going to go to get their own ladders or equipment to come to take down the sign. So, that's not interesting. They are actually spending all this effort, all this energy, all this money, Dominican tax money, to come here and then to come back to take down signs, because I told them we weren't going to take down the signs. So it's rather interesting how they're very selective in how they're performing their duties.
Oh, you mean the approach? The approach.
Sorry?
I mean, you're saying that you're very, very interested as to what's the approach on this one?
Yeah, well, the approach, yes. There seems to be a lot of interest in this one. I don't know why. But I guess I try to ask them, because I asked them about the illegality of the mining that's taking place and what has been done there already. And they obviously did not want to answer that or to deal with that. They were more concerned about us putting up some simple signs on the poles, So I guess.
Is Mr. Nasir Fountain around? Is Mr. IP around for now?
No, they're not here today, no.
Oh, they're not here today. But I find it very, very interesting how this is going on. Just simple signs saying no mining, stop the mining. I don't know.
Well, Matt, maybe the other ones they put up actually are the ones that have picked them off. I don't know, because we have some new ones.
Oh.
And the new ones are China, MMC, and CR5. And the China one says that copper harms islands' natural aquifers. Yeah, so we have some of those. We have MMC, which also says mining must cease. And then the CR5 says copper robs sovereignty. Well, we use the 5 as an S. But so maybe those, I think, have gotten some more attention. I don't know. That's as much as maybe I can say.
And you're saying, Jerry, you won't stop. You won't stop. You of course you will continue putting the signs.
Yeah, well, not why. I mean, I don't understand. We are not doing anything to deceive as far as I can see. Anything we obviously using as opposed to put up some signage to bring awareness and stuff. And we'll continue doing what we're doing. If they take them down, then we'll come back again. And then if they arrest, they arrest.
So you're not fearful of being arrested at this time?
But why should we, Matt? I mean, as I've said, even as you know, when I've done other programs in the beginning, many years ago, Matt. I mean, my spirit is free. Why should I be afraid of being arrested for what? I'm not doing anything to destroy. The people who should be arrested are not being arrested. Yeah? If they want to arrest me, that's okay. And I'm not going to just put myself in harm's way for them to arrest me, but if what we're doing here, which to me, and if any of the Dominican people really feel that what we're doing, is such an alarming or destructive, activity, then that's them, But for us, we continue to plug away, man. And we're not going to stop, until this mining activity stops. Because, Matt, I think it's important for us to understand it. That the leadership has in this case, and that's why I don't understand why it is that, obviously I think we understand now, it's the copper. That's why now some of our signs are starting to address the copper, because everything is showing that the rock here is not the rock, and is not more suitable than anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Where they can take it from Corlew, they could take it from Crapo or wherever. Okay? So, the bottom line is this, is really there after the copper here. We have no doubt about that. Because there are, as you're saying, there are options, and very feasible options. If there weren't feasible options, I could understand, okay, good, there's a reason. But there are quite feasible options. And I have in a program that I did with you, as you know, pointed out these options, where, they could take this quarry, the cushion that they have here, bring it to Copper Hall, which has quite a bit of material still, and increase the production from there, and get what they need. And the rock very suitable based on what they're claiming they need. Because the rock at Dave Wash is no more, no less suitable in any major degree. And then even the rock at Corleo. Matt, do you know that even the rock at Corleo, the crushed material, was actually badged to Guadeloupe to use for the repair of the airport in Guadeloupe?
I've been told, yes, I have been told.
Good. Okay. So why can't we do the same? Why it is we have to come to Dewash to destroy this entire area? Entire is 160 acres approximately of land. And you know the amount of material that it is that they're going to have to remove from there. Even when the geologist was here, and not, by the way, we have received the geologist report. It's not, it's a preliminary, and once that is finalized, it will be made public to the citizenry and even the different organizations, the what you call planning and everything else. And so, you know, it clearly it begs a lot of answers and so on as to why it is that they're ready after they wash.
But again, Jerry, I mean, we have another stop coming up, but interestingly, because I've been told that there has been a stop order by the authorities in terms of planning. So why do they want to continue?
Matt, you know, that's another scenario, because you see, a lot of people might have felt that everything has kind of stopped, like nothing is going on. But there's a lot of work going on. I don't think people even have an appreciation for the amount of work that we're doing in the background. Legally, otherwise, meetings, different things, whatever else, even the planning. And not at an appropriate time, I will sit with you on a program to discuss what we've been through with the planning and what's going on. What you could maybe investigate for yourself is why it is that the chief planner who was in place is now on leave. You know, you could maybe try to investigate that. Yeah.
All right, but for now, Jerry, because we're running out of time, you are standing. You're gonna keep standing. You're gonna keep putting up the sign, and you don't fear the police. Yes. Okay.
No, we have no problems with that, man. Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. No, we have Jerry Brisbane back on the line. We don't have too much time, but he's back on the line to give us an update as to when we left that. Of course, when we decided to stop that interview yesterday, the police may have come back. They came back on the scene, and something else may have happened. Mr. Brisbane, can you give us an update as to what happened yesterday afternoon?
Yes,
morning.
Morning
to you, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday was quite an exciting and eventful day. As you said, after the police left, without doing anything, we also left the scene because we had along with us a foreign person who was doing some work, and we just wanted to make sure that they were secured, that they didn't get into any issues with the police, you know, so as a foreign. So we did that, we left, and then we returned back to the area about an hour and something later. And by the time we returned back, Matt, all the signs were again taken down. We had put up about, I would say, 15 signs or so. And we saw this Chinese vehicle with a ladder and stuff on the Chinese, who no doubt had taken down the signs. So I guess they were sent directly to do that. So we then put back up some damaged signs that we had found that were still, you know, suitable to go up. About 6 signs, and we then left the area. What is interesting, Matt, you know, is that on each occasion before the signs were taken down, there was this vehicle. At this time, I will not disclose the vehicle number or vehicle, but in the vehicle was the 3 people. At the back was this Asian, I think, lady, who every time stopped and opened the door, cracked the door open, and took videos of what we were doing. And shortly after, the police appeared. It happened on the second time also too, when we put back up the 6 signs. That was in the afternoon time. Again, the vehicle appeared on the scene, took videos. I actually approached the vehicle to see who it was, say hello, whatever it might be. But then they closed the door and then they drove off, you know. And then interestingly enough, and we have footage, man. So this is not hearsay. We have footage of after that situation too again. In this occasion, the police actually came in the vehicle, the van, with a ladder and so on, and then the police themselves took down the signs, you know. And that's after 6 in the evening. So it's quite interesting that the police have such idle time on their hands to be able to come and to be doing this, you know, and there's so much other things they could be doing. I'm sure that's of more value to the country. Interestingly enough, also, to again, the police vehicle is from the Wesley, from what I'm told, the Wesley Police Station. And I would have thought that if there was an issue happening in Dave Wash that warranted the intervention of the police, then the area in question is an area that is part of the Marigot constituency or area. And why is not the Marigot police who came on scene? So all of that is baffling, it's troubling, it's, you know, trying to figure out, you know, why it is the Wesley police are the ones involved in this and actually physically involved in taking down the signs. So we are also talking whether they were the ones who took down the first set of signs, the 85 signs that were destroyed and damaged. And then, not only destroyed and damaged, but they were just thrown into the river and all and polluted and the environment and whatever. They need to take them away, you know. So, yeah, obviously it's the state of what the country has become. And we will continue doing what we're doing.
So the fight to protect the branch will continue, Mr. Brisbane?
Yeah, it will. We will adjust and adapt, Matt, to what is going on. Because, again, you know, we are resilient in what we are doing. And we are not trying to make any, as I told the police, we are not here to fight any war. There were a couple of them who were quite aggressive or quite in terms of saying, well, we're just going to take down the signs, do this, do that, whatever. But I guess he wanted a more level head, said to them, no, that's okay, you know, leave it alone, we'll come back and handle it. So, but, you know, what we are doing is nothing to destroy. We're trying to save. That's what we're trying to do. Our focus is on saving Dave Wash. We're not against anything. We are for Dave Wash. But again, it just shows that this is troubling some people. And I don't believe it's the leadership of this country. I think it's beyond that, in my view. That's my opinion. You know, it's even higher than the leadership, because I don't think the leadership really at this point in time is in control of this country. You know, so I think more and more things will be exposed. Different things will happen. We will continue on our mission, and hopefully, you know, we will be able to save Dave Wash. That's the hope, and that's the fight that we're on. Because as I again said, Matt, I just want to quickly reiterate, there are options, and there are feasible options. And why is it that there's this insistent ongoing after Dave Wash? Again, I want to say from my view, because I'm talking for Jerry Brisbane, Matt, that's what I talk about. I have no doubt is that they're after the copper. There's no doubt about that, because there's copper there. It has been confirmed again. And again, this thing about rock is really just a camouflage. And I think the Dominican people need to decide for themselves what it is that they want for the future of the country. Because if they go after this copper there, I can tell you, the entire area will be destroyed. If we think there's any disaster, if we think that Pishla is any sort of magnitude of a disaster that will happen in this country, well, let's wait and see. And hopefully we don't have to see. But again, that's a decision the Dominican people will have to make.
I know, Jerry, we're in the midst of all the carnival celebrations there, but I'm sure we'll continue to talk sometime later. And of course, once there's an update, you will, of course, update us as to what is going on with Dave Marsh. But again,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Brisbane, keep standing with the others. Yes, quickly.
No problem, thanks. And after the carnival, Matt, I surely will come in and do a program. There's a lot of other developments and things that have happened. So we will do something. So all I do is share information with the public, so the public can decide. I'm not telling Dominicans what to do. I am doing what I am doing because I'm an independent man, Matt, and I can stand for myself. I have absolutely no problems with that. And yesterday, as I said, Matt, I'm not going to throw myself foolishly in front of any firing squad to be killed or whatever else. But if it is that they want to arrest me for doing the simple thing I was doing, and no one has been arrested for how much else some destruction has been done illegally and otherwise in this country, Matt, it will be the greatest honor for Jerry Brisbane, I can only speak for Jerry Brisbane, to be arrested for that kind of a situation in defense of my country, Matt. I have absolutely no difficulties with that whatsoever. It'll be a pleasure.
All right, Mr. Brisbane.
And have a good day.
Have a good day. Have a good day. Remember the third eye? Jolly's is next. What the hell? At the Jolly's Market. A little bit of third eye, and we'll come back to our friends there for Jolly's Market. Miss Joseph is sitting back. Somebody says, while Dominicans are COing, their rights have been stolen.
But I am a worker.
Matt, what's very interesting? Isn't destruction of the hundreds of signs that was placed about Dave Blanche, isn't that vandalism? Isn't that a crime? What are the police doing about that? And the fact that the police is going to come back to destroy, to take down the signs, are they condoning what the vandalism that was taking place? So you see how the law is upside down in Dominica, right? You see how the law is upside down and the police is actually on the wrong side here in history. And that's the problem. So much things are going on in the island in terms of, crime, vehicular accidents. And why are they wasting time harassing the likes of, Brisbane, etc., up in Dave Marsh and having this argument of being arrested for signs? See, that's what is wrong. Dominica is now a police state, and no one is speaking up on the wrongs, so they continue to do these things. And that's the problem. You drive around Dominica right now, there's hundreds and hundreds of red flags from the last election still up. I saw it in pretty much every village. And that's not being taken down. So again, it's a shame that the Dominican people, don't fully understand their rights. They don't stand up for it. And this is what's happening in Dominica.
I know you want to talk, but of course, so we have a stuff coming up. Very important stuff. Jolly's Market.
Started feeling risky. I had the impatience to call in sick, but I end up in Jolly's pharmacy. They can don't think that she Jolly's fix up my immune system. Me feeling fit and strong now. I'm ready to work like it on any mission. If you see me again, Jolly's pharmacy is number one. Jolly's forget. We cater for everyone. Jolly's forget. The immune system. Jolly's forget. Yo, Dominica is about part of box. Whenever I'm in town and I'm feeling down, I head to Johnny's Pharmacy. They boost me up real quick. Johnny's Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare.
Oh, and if the same convenience make a big difference, then you can trust me. I know just where you should be. That is JP Mega. The one-stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun. Shop if you've got a so sharp, it's to everyone. What a happy place, oh, JP Mega. The one-stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping at in shop. Cater to everyone. What a happy place, happy place. Oh, what a purchase 6 or more any item and you automatically qualify for discounts. Check us out at the Mega Store in Fonbole where there's lots of parking on Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. JP Mega, the best family shopping experience. Jolly's Pharmacy is bringing vibes to health with Health Vibes. Health Vibes. Each and every Wednesday from 10 to 11 a.m. with your hosts Trudy Kristen and co-hosts pharmacists Jacinta Fagan and Leona Jeremiah. Education, information, and a bit of humor, and not forgetting lots of vibes. Jolly's Pharmacy is bringing health and vibes together with Health Vibes. So be sure to tune in each and every Wednesday on Q95 from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Jolly's Pharmacy, leading the way in health. Oh, and if they say convenience, make a big difference, then you can trust me. I know just where you should be. That is JP Mega. The one-stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun. Shop with your daughter, with your son. Shop cater to everyone. What a happy place, happy place. Oh, JP Mega.
Let's say good morning to Miss Joseph this morning. Good morning to you. How you doing?
I'm well, Matt. Good morning.
All right.
And good morning to our many listeners. You know, we're gearing up for the carnival season.
That's your favorite season.
It is one of my favorite seasons for sure.
Yes.
And so we have a few things on the agenda for today.
Okay.
Starting off with our carnival starter pack, which I hope that everyone is thinking about when they are shopping today. That you will need a few things to ensure that you are prepared, right? During carnival, our routine changes. We're sleeping less. We're out in large crowds and exposed to sun and rain, and sometimes not eating a balanced diet as we normally would. All of that can put some stress on your immune system. So we have a few, the Halle Barrage Immune Support Gummies as our product of the week, along with 2 other products that are known as our Carnival Starter Pack. So the Immune Support Gummies, they help support both your immune and nervous system. They're an easy and tasty way to give your body some extra nutritional support during this busy season. And remember, when you're run down, your immunity drops, and nobody wants to catch a cold during this time. Last year they called it the I don't have. I'm not sure what they'll call it this year, but I just know I don't once, right? So let's make sure that we keep our immune systems strong and healthy. And so the Halle Barrage Immune Support Gummies is a great way to do that, to keep that boost on your immune system. This product retails for $32 and is a great option for both children and adults, right? So now looking forward to the next product of the Carnival Starter Pack, and that's the Pedialyte Freezer Pops. And this is where we're talking about hydration, of course, with Carnival. That means we're out in the sun, which means we're sweating, we're dancing, and sometimes there's alcohol involved, which also means that, you are lowering the sodium in your body, and long hours on the road can lead to fluid and electrolyte loss, right? So when you're feeling dehydrated, you may feel symptoms such as headaches, dizziness, fatigue, muscle cramps, and that can definitely spoil the vibe. So let's think of ways to prevent this. And here is Pedialyte Freezer Pops as a option, which is designed to quickly replace fluids and electrolytes. And it's not just for children, it's also a great benefit for adults as well. So when you are in between events and you're going home to do the whole bathe, dress, and back outside, before you hop back outside, grab one of these freezer pops and you will be able to replenish these electrolytes and make sure you're feeling like yourself and feeling better before you go out to the next event. This product retails for $29.95 and is truly a must-have for the Carnival week, the weekend that is approaching. And finally, we have and cannot forget sun protection. Of course, if you're going to be out under the sun, whether that is Carnival Tuesday in a costume, most of your skin is exposed, or the Juve Morning Sun. Let's ensure that we have our sunscreen. A lot of us believe we are black and we don't need sunscreen, but that is not true. And so this product is here to help. That is the QC Ultimate Sunscreen Lotion. Bless you. With SPF 30 and is water resistant and offers broad spectrum protection against both UVA and UVB rays. So we know that the sun in Dominica is different, it's hot, and extended exposure can lead to painful sunburns and skin damage and even long-term skin issues. So the SPF 30 will help block the majority of the harmful UVB rays. But remember, sunscreen must be applied properly and regularly. So it is something that you do have to walk with and reapply throughout the day. And especially if you're sweating heavily, you may want to reapply a bit more frequently. And don't forget areas like your ears, your neck, shoulders, and your feet if your feet are exposed. So again, this product retails for $34.95, an essential for Juve parades, or if you're not a part of Carnival and you'll be on camp and you know you'll be out on the beach or lining and under the sun, sunscreen is also something that you should have on hand. So these are our Carnival Starter Pack products. Again, that's the Halle Barrage Immune Support Gummies for $32. The Pedialyte Freezer Pops at $29.95, and the QC Ultimate Sunscreen Lotion SPF 30 for $34.95. Together, they will support your immunity, your hydration, and your skin protection. And these are 3 things that your body will need over this weekend. So those were our products of the week. I'd like to take a short break here before we move on with Jolly's Market.
Up this morning feeling risky. I had temptations to call it sick, but I end up in Jolly's pharmacy. And don't you just treat Jolly's fix up my immune system. Me feeling from now I'm ready to work on it on any mission. If you see me walking, Jolly's pharmacy is number 1. Jolly's walking. We can't follow me one Jolly's walking. Boost up the immune system, Jolly's walking. Yo, Dominica is about part of us. When I'm in town and I'm feeling down, I head to Jolly's Pharmacy, then boost me up real quick. Jolly's Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare.
Oh, and if they say convenience, make a big difference, then you can trust me. I know just where you should be. That is JP Mega. The one-stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun. If you're not with your social, get that to everyone. What a happy place, happy place. Oh, JP Mega. The one-stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun. Get that to everyone. What a happy place, happy place. Oh, what a happy place. You just take some more item and you automatically qualify for discounts. Check us out at the Mega Store in Fongolle, where there's lots of parking on Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Saturday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. JP Mega, the best family shopping experience.
Back to you, Amanda.
All right. And so while on the topic of Carnival, we were able to give away a costume, and that would be from Hysteria Mass. All the person had to do was purchase one of our linked perfumes, which is, of course, the perfumes from Jolly's Manufacturing. And our winner is Kamisha Charles of Kings Hill. She'll be picking up her costume today, so congratulations to her. And thank you to all of the persons who participated in this promotion that we have. Of course, you can get your linked perfumes at any of our Jolly's Pharmacy locations. Made with love from Jolly's Manufacturing. It's the perfect gift for Valentine's. If you're still looking for something for Valentine's, we also have great bundles in store for you to choose from, or you can just take a look down any of the aisles and find something that you know will fit your person's need, your lover's needs, whether it's a Galentine's or your special someone. You can find something definitely on our various aisles. We also have a current promotion going on, and that's the Gear Up and Go with Smarty Baby promotion. This is calling all parents and soon-to-be parents to get up and get out with baby and making it easier. All you have to do is purchase any size of the Smarty Baby diapers for a chance to win. You place your name, number, and address at the back of your receipt and place it in the designated boxes at each of our locations for a chance to participate. Of course, the first prize is a fantastic baby stroller with a detachable car seat. And we have second and third place prizes with a baby carrier, making it easier to walk around with baby, having your hands free. So, this is our Smarty Baby promotion. Of course, you still have the rest of February to take advantage of this promotion. We also have some great bundles available on Jolly's DM, specifically for the Valentine's season. So you can take a look at Jolly's DM, and we have some great adult packages, adult toy packages available. So you can check that out at jollies.dm. And moving on to a more serious topic when it relates to Carnival, of course, is the topic that was discussed on Health Vibes this week, which is something that we have often normalized in our society, and it can be quietly and quickly destructive, and that is alcohol use and alcohol abuse, right? So, alcohol today is deeply woven into our culture, from liming after work to weddings, funerals, sports events, and even small get togethers. And drinking has become a social event. And for many, it starts off casual and recreational. But the important question that we had to ask ourselves this week with our anonymous guest was, when does social drinking cross the line into alcohol abuse? Right? So, alcohol abuse occurs when a person drinks in excess to the point where it's beginning to affect their ability to function at home, at work, at school, or in relationships. And it's not just about how often you drink, but how drinking impacts your life. If alcohol is negatively affecting your health, your decision making, your productivity, or your relationships, and you continue drinking anyway, this would be considered a red flag, and this may signal that you have a problem when it comes to alcohol use. So, on Health Vibes, we encourage listeners to reflect honestly by asking them a few questions. There were 12 questions in total, but I just want to recap four of them. And starting off with, have you ever needed to take a drink in the morning before your day even begins? Or do you tell yourself that you can stop whenever you want to, but somehow end up drunk unintentionally? Another important question to ask is, have you ever missed work or school because of drinking? Or has your loved one expressed concern about your drinking? And if you can answer yes to any of these questions, you may want to consider applying yourself to a few of the Alcohol Anonymous meetings. And we do have options locally that can help you. Alcohol misuse doesn't just affect the individual, it affects families, it affects children, it affects your workplace. It can contribute to accidents, violence, poor mental health, chronic diseases like liver issues, high blood pressure, heart disease, and even certain cancers. So, while we discuss how alcohol dependence can develop gradually over time, the body builds tolerance, and you need more alcohol to feel the same effect. There are also withdrawal symptoms that may appear, such as shaking, sweating, irritability, anxiety, and that can happen when you're trying to stop. So that is when professional help will become necessary. And there is help available. Again, you are not alone. We do have some support locally, and they meet weekly at SMA every Thursday at 5 p.m. And these meetings are safe and confidential spaces where individuals who are struggling with alcohol use can get the support that they need to get to the journey of recovery. And at Jolly's Pharmacy, we see firsthand how alcohol can impact your overall health, from medication interactions to chronic disease management. Alcohol can affect and interfere with how medication can work with your different ailments, such as diabetes, hypertension, depression, and other conditions. So, of course, moderation and awareness is critical. And I'd like to just close this recap by reminding ourselves that self reflection is powerful. If it feels that you are out of control or you're getting to that point, it is important that you seek support for a better outcome. And let's normalize healthy conversations and not just social drinking. And that has been your Health Vibes recap this week on Jolly's Market. Of course, if you have any questions about anything that was spoken about today, be it our various promotions or the products of the week, you can do so via calling us at 448-3388 or reaching out to us via Instagram or Facebook. Of course, we have our products of the week posted, so you can always take a look at that post to get a refresher of what items you may need for the carnival weekend. And I do hope that everyone has a safe, fun, and enjoyable weekend. Of course, let's be responsible when it comes to drinking. Let's not drive. Make sure you have your designated driver or a taxi on speed dial, and let's have an enjoyable weekend.
Right. Have an enjoyable weekend yourself. Don't
Thank you.
overdo it. Just be careful.
For sure.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All right, I will stop there with Jollies. We're going to continue right after this.
Difference that you can trust me. I know just where you should be. That is JP Mega. Don't want stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping at the fun shop. If you're not a happy social, it's a to everyone. What a happy place. Oh, JP Mega. Don't want stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping at the fun shop. It's to everyone. What a happy place. Oh, what a happy place. But just fix some more any item and you automatically qualify for discounts. Check us out at the Mega Store in where there's lots of parking on Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. JP Mega, the best family shopping experience. The most destructive forces in society.
I'm sure of you.
It strikes at the very foundation of social
I
conduct.
love you all there, very concerned about what is taking place in Debuan, huh?
Trust in public officials and diminished today is virtually non-existent, drifted further away. Distrust lurks in health, security, and finance. Minister silent, leaving our hopes in a trance. Consequences linger under the weight of despair. Illegal mining and dual branch, we barely prepare. No law, no constitution. Where do we stand? With growing violation, we reach out our hands. Let us rise together. Let our voices be heard. Protect our land and rivers. Speak out with every word. The miners disregard the court's clear command. Brazenly they take from the heart of our land. Public officials in action adds insult to our pain. While young citizens fight back, their truth is not in vain. At this critical juncture, trust starts to decay. Erosion of faith leads our hopes to fray. We must cultivate harmony, heal the rising divide. Guardians of nature, let justice be our guide. No law, no constitution. Where do we stand? With growing violence.
I guess we have to keep following this story in Debuan, huh?
Speak out with every word. Prevention is bound to shine these people be safe. Whether the skin
Somebody says, thank you, Mr. Brisbane, for standing up for Debuan, standing up for Dominica.
with this one, let our heart speak out.
This one from Mr. Marvin Sheldon Boland. All you're not hearing, all you are second-class citizens in all the country. Let him keep talking. There's only one way to stop this madness. Our next stop. Belfast.
It strikes at the very foundation of social contract. Citizens grant power for the common good we act. Trust in public officials and diminished today is virtually non-existent, drifted further away. Distrust in health, security, and finance. Minister silent, leaving our hopes in a trance. Consequences linger under the weight of despair. Illegal mining and dual branch, we barely prepare. No law, no constitution. Where do we stand? With growing violation, we reach out our hands. Let us rise together. Let our voice
voices be heard. Protect our land and rivers. Speak out with every word. The miners disregard the court's clear command. Brazenly they take from the heart of our land. Public officials in action adds insult to our pain, while young citizens fight back. Truth is not in vain. At this critical juncture, trust starts to decay. Erosion of faith leads our hopes to fray. We must cultivate harmony, heal the rise and divide. Guardians of nature, let justice be our guide. No law, no constitution. Where do we stand? With hope and violation, we reach out our hands. Let's rise together.
Matt, listening to Mr. Brisbane, Matt. Good morning, first off. Excuse me. Matt, listening to Mr. Brisbane, it's a shame where the people of Dominica are right now. Everybody outside shaking the backside and whatever, everybody run to a fit and everything. But it's only a few people there to represent the country best interest, Matt. Mining is a thing that destroys life. It destroys the air quality. It destroys water, Matt. And here we have a foreign company just coming and tear up the place, and when they finish, they pick up the equipment and they go back home and leave the people in the misery, man. Because that's what it is. The Grim Reaper, Roosevelt Scarrett, has decided he's gonna skeletize Dominica. He's gonna keep everything and take everything that is of value. And when he's finished with Dominica, it just be a skeleton, because it's all about his own interest, his pocket, and satisfying the Chinese, what you call, appetite, just to tear up and devour everything, all for control, man. It's dominance. It's about dominance. It's about taking, and when there's nothing left, when there's nothing left, they just walk away, pick up their equipment and go elsewhere, man. Nothing but corruption to the highest, man. And listen to that, and it's shameful that more people are not there to represent Dominica with Mr. Brisbane and Nasio and the rest of them who are standing. Good morning.
Somebody's asking, is Mr. Brisbane also videotaping what is going on to make a record? He said it's through the signs in the river. I know.
Hey, Mr. Prime Minister, do you remember me? But I am a worker. Not a worker. What's that I hear of my love?
Greetings and good morning to you, my brother in Dominica. Are we really serious about Dominica? Chinese are allowed to take down signs while Dominicans are being threatened with arrest. Are being threatened with arrest for erecting them. Now Dominica has really become a satellite of China, has they?
You need to review Caribbean geography, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. This is all mine by foreign company. We don't mind, we don't mind. We prefer if we live in poverty. We don't mind, we don't mind, we don't mind. It could be for even if we don't mind it. It could be for gold. Even if we don't mind it. It could be for copper. Even if we don't mind it. It could be for oil. It don't spoil liver. It's not a crime. But we don't mind. In Guyana,
They find gold and silver, oil in Trinidad, and bauxite in Jamaica. But people still toil with all their mining development. They still running to Dominica for employment. So use your good judgment. Natural beauty is our attraction. Tourism is our development plan. If all them big
Man, the dirty red flags on poles for miles.
what kind of
Are they the ones defacing Dominica, defacing the country?
a barrel full of gold is not enough? How much gold we wasted from a cup? We say no on public property.
We don't mind. We don't mind.
We prefer if we live in poverty.
We don't mind. We don't mind. We don't mind.
It could be for silver.
Dominicans will one day wake up and realize that Dominica no longer belongs to them. Here we are saying all sorts of things about America. And America, meanwhile, China is working like termites, slowly devouring our country while we're fast asleep. Partisan, huh? Yeah, somebody says, did I hear correctly? Well, according to reports there from Mr. Brisbane, must be some agents from China picking down signs. We can stand by.
We know times are hard and things are bad. We want progress, of course, but at a minimum. Legal and untouched. So when someone to mining, progress can wait. Don't get desperate. And
I hope the situation don't get ugly, huh?
was too much at stake. Mountains and rivers will disappear. These mining businessmen, they don't live here. We've got to preserve our country. Don't make nothing make it jumpy.
Carnival presents a perfect opportunity to bring more attention to the Debonche issue.
Is a friend to natural life. Dominica with a small body butcher's knife. Say no mining on public property.
We don't mind. We don't mind.
We prefer if we live in poverty.
We don't mind. We don't mind. We don't mind.
It could be for silver.
Even if we don't mind.
It could be for gold.
Even if we don't mind.
It could be for copper.
Even if we don't mind.
It could be for oil. If those oil livers, it's not a crime. But we don't mind. Jolly's Pharmacy is bringing vibes to health with Health Vibes. Health Vibes. Each and every Wednesday from 10 to 11:30 a.m. with your hosts, Trudy Kristen, and co-hosts pharmacists Jacinta Fagan and Leona Jeremiah. Education, information, and a bit of humor. And not forgetting lots of vibes. Jolly's Pharmacy is bringing health vibes together with Health Vibes. So be sure to tune in each and every Wednesday on Q95 from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Jolly's Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare. Oh, and if they say convenience make a big difference, then you can trust me. I know just where you should be. That is JP Mega. The one-stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun. If you're not alone, if you're social, it's to everyone. What a happy place, happy place. Oh, JP Mega. The one-stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun. Let me get that to everyone. What a happy place, happy place. Oh, what a happy place. But just fix some more any item and you automatically qualify for discounts. Check us out at the Mega Store in Fongolia where there's lots of parking on Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. JP Mega, the best family shopping experience. When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the band, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? DBB style. DBB nice. DBB fine. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. BB Spice Rum. It's more than just a rum.
BB Spice Rum, distributed by Belfast Estate.
I wanna drink Dominica, that's rum with you. I wanna drink Dominica, that's rum with you. Get the body, drink it every day. Give me energy, alright, my power. Get the body, drink it every day. Give me energy. Time to get away. Okay, my body. My knee, who's ready, full energy. My body, my knee, who's ready, full energy. Okay, stop. Distributed by Belfast Estate Limited. Drink it, but don't abuse it. Okay, boom.
There's Smooth.
And then there's Guinness Smooth.
It's a brand new cool.
Incredibly smooth.
Perfectly balanced.
For a smooth and refreshing taste.
How smooth? Well smooth. Guinness Smooth.
For a smooth and refreshing taste, new Guinness Smooth. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly. Socialize responsibly.
Locally distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
Energy, strength, vitality. The drink that gives us strength for the extra mile. Vitamalt, smooth, delicious, refreshing, and healthy. Taste it. Rich in vitamin B. Vitamalt, the magical source of energy you know and love. Drink it. Boy, that's nicely. I love Vitamalt. Vitamalt, vitalized naturally. Distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
Dio Kubule, Teta Nuka Gwe, Dio Kubule, Teta Mule Gwe, Hele Kubule, Nuka Chede Fo, Selma Kubule, Pave Angi Anko, Bakalache, 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 Dio Noeme Kubule, Bakalache, 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 Dio Noeme Kubule. Bakalache, 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 no me kubule. Bakalache, 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 no me kubule.
Drink responsibly. This morning feeling risky. I had the intentions to call it sick.
On the border sweeping. If you look about one Belfast football, your belly, your cool. Yo pays, yo goût, nous avons one Belfast, tout fait, tout Belfast. Shock them! Bring your cooler. Bring When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the van, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? DBB style. DBB nice. DBB spice. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB spice. DBB nice. BB Spice Rum. It's more than just a rum.
BB Spice Rum, distributed by Belfast Estate.
I wanna drink Dominica best rum with you. I wanna drink, baby. Dominica best rum with you. Get the body, drink it every day. Give me energy. All right, my way. Get the body, drink it every day. Give me energy. Time today, anyway. My baby, who's ready? Full energy. My body, my baby, who's ready? Full energy. Okay, boom. Distributed by Belfast Estate Limited. Drink it, but don't abuse it. Okay, boom.
Boy, yo, yo, why, why, why? Boy, yo, yo, why, why, why? Boy, yo, yo. Long ago, in the days of slavery, the white master used to put blood on we. Still today, in modern society, we taking blood from master and the slave driver. Still behind corruption, it's in blood on we. Lack of transparency, it's in blood on we. Partisan partiality, it's in blood on we. It is clear, the nation can see that master and the slave driver, it's in blood on we. Apache blood, Dominica under pressure taking blood. Nothing but flicks and tricks and party politics has set up blood.
All right, Dominica, we're here. I know this is the time for our friends from Belfast.
Cannot take it anymore, despite
We'll be talking to you on the telephone this morning for a few minutes.
taking blood.
Yeah, we'll talk to you sometime later. Stick around, stick around, stick around.
When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the van, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? DBB style. DBB nice. DBB spice.
Let's say good morning to our friend from Belfast this morning. On the telephone, we're joining her this morning. Good morning to you, Rena. How are you doing, Miss Joseph? How are you?
Good morning. I'm okay. How are you?
Well, we missed you this morning.
Yes.
What's going on?
So Belfast is on prime breakfast right now.
Okay.
So this is an event that starts from 6 o'clock to 2 o'clock.
Okay.
I was expecting to see you there, so we'd be there together, and then we'd call the radio station together.
So we do it live. Okay.
Yeah. So
So,
Belfast is giving out rum punch and ginger samples at prime breakfast, and Belfast will also be at Viva La Carnival, and that's on Saturday from 4 to 12, from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. And we'll be giving out our free samples and, good vibes, good energy. And I just want to say, whatever you're drinking this carnival, make sure it's a product from Belfast. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
All right, so stick around, Dominica. We're here with Belfast. We're doing it live this morning because she's, at an event as we speak. Stick around.
With you, Dominica, that's wrong. With you, get the body, drink it every day, give me energy. Alright, pep away, get the body, drink it every day, give me energy. Time today, we wake up, okay, my body, my knee, who's ready, full energy. My body, my knee, who's ready, full energy. Okay, distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
Back to you this morning, Miss Joseph. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So remember we had our carnival promotion for transferring a Luminite and an illumination package.
Mm-hmm.
So if you took part in this promotion, make sure you look out on our Instagram, our Facebook, because we're going to be announcing the winner soon. Don't forget, we still have our Valentine's Day bundle available, and Belfast will be open tomorrow. So if you didn't get a chance to get our wine bundle where you can get a woo wine, you can get pink, red, and white. You can get it tomorrow, and we'll be open from 8 o'clock to 1.
Okay.
And don't forget to link us at the different events like Viva. We're going to be at Illumination, Luminite, Hall, Fisteria. So this carnival, just look out for Belfast, and whatever you're drinking, make sure it's a Belfast product and make sure you drink responsibly.
All right.
Thank you for listening to Belfast in 30.
All right.
The only show where we sleep, we live, and we're bringing the vibes straight from Prime this morning. So if you still thinking about coming to Prime, you can come because the vibes just getting nice, it's just turning up. And yes.
So where's the event taking place as we speak? Where's the event?
Mont Daniel.
Mont Daniel.
If I could video call and show you.
All right, okay.
Yes.
All right. So and keep enjoying yourself. Be safe, okay?
Yes.
Thank you now.
Thank
Bye-bye,
you.
Miss Joseph.
Yes.
When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the band, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. BB Spice Rum. It's more than just a rum.
BB Spice Rum, distributed by Belfast Estate. Drink responsibly.
Our next stop, Creole Handbit. Dominic, stick around. I'll be back with you at the 1 o'clock hour. Until that time, see ya.
It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. The way we can take control in the end. When you know why the other countries going more than we. Never once on the attack. Always not like Margaret. And you know we don't like that. Kind of acting. Under his leadership, we cannot go anymore. Somebody hold him. Just hold him. The man that's in for too long, but making no show. Somebody hold him. Just hold him. The man that's in for too long, but making no more. All we do is choking, choking, making no heat, making nothing. The man that's been for too long, but making no show. See mark my words, mark my words, mark my words, mark my words. The batsmen that we have better than them. See when we say, see when we say, we get not go be the same no more again. Why the booty in stress? Take she out of the darkness. She needs some happiness. Let the children choose a new thing to represent them again. Somebody pull him, just pull him, pull him. The man that's been for too long, but making no song. Somebody pull him, just pull him, pull him. The man that's been for too long, but making no song. All we do is choking, choking, making no heat, making nothing. The man that's been for too long, but making no show. Pull the out, pull the man out, pull the man out. We are run out, that's the fuck the whole out. Let the man out,